Hello student, in today's class we are going to discuss average exercise part 5. So see first our indexes in this class. So first is property of average based question. Second is problem based on ages. Third is weighted average questions. Fourth is miscellaneous. And then summarize our today's lecture. Okay. So there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now see some formula related to average. Average equals to sum of given terms upon total number of terms. So if you need to calculate the sum of given term, so what we can do? Average of given term multiplying by the total number of terms. Okay. Same way, average of first and consecutive natural number is n plus 1 by 2. Average of first and consecutive even number is n plus 1. Average of first and consecutive odd number is n. Same way, average of n consecutive natural number is first number plus last number by 2. Now next some formulas. If the average of x number is a and total of y number is b, then the average of x and y numbers, x plus y numbers. So we can say that x into a plus y into b upon x plus y, then we get the average of x plus y numbers. Next one is if the average of n quantities is equals to x. When the quantity is removed, the average become y. So what will be the value of the removed quantity? So we can calculate it, large bracket n in a small bracket x minus y plus y large bracket close. Next, if the average of mark obtained by an student in an exam is m, if the average mark of passed student is p and that of failed student is f, so then the number of student who failed in exam, we can calculate it n into p minus m upon p minus f. So what is the meaning of p, m, p and f? So we know that we can write it number of failed student equals to total student minus passed average minus total average upon passed average minus failed average. Clear? Next one, if a batsman in his nth inning make a score of s run and thereby increased his average by t, then the average after n innings s minus t into n minus 1. Clear? Now first question is, the average weight of A, B and C is 84 kg. If D joins, the average weight now is 80 kg. If another person E who is 3 kg heavier than D replace A, then the average weight of B, C, D and E becomes 79. What is the weight of A? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now the question says that average weight of 3 person A, B, C is 84. So we can calculate the total weight. Now we use the formula 6.1. So total weight of A, B and C is 84 multiplying by 3. So it becomes 284. Now the average weight of all the fours A, B, C and D, all 4 person. So it is given that 80. Clear? So because it is given that when D joins, the average weight become 80 kg. So we can calculate this total weight of A, B, C and D, which is 80 into 4. So it becomes 320. Clear? So we can calculate weight of D because we know the weight of A, B, C and we know the weight of A plus B plus C and D combined. So we can easily calculate the weight of D, which is 68 kg. So we can calculate the weight of E because in the question it is given that E who is 3 kg heavier than D. So E is the 71. Now, the weight of B, C, D and E combined will be 79 into 4. It is given in the question. So, what will be the weight of B, C and D? So, we can easily calculate because 316 become B plus C plus D weight. So, when we subtract the value of E, we get the value of B, C and D. Clear? So, it is become 245. So, question says that what is the weight of A? Now we know that the weight of B, C and D And we know that the weight of A plus B plus C plus D. So we subtract the weight of B plus C plus D in from A plus B plus C plus D's weight. So we get the weight of A, which is 75 kg. B is the correct answer. Next one. A batsman has an average of 30 runs in his 42 innings. The difference between his maximum and minimum score is 100. If these two innings are removed, his average of 40 innings comes down to 28. What is his minimum score? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to use formula 6.1, basic formula of average. So question says that total run after 42 innings will become, because the average is 30 run in 42 innings. So we can calculate the total run, which is 1260. The difference between the maximum and minimum score is 100. It is given that. So total run excluding these two scores, maximum and minimum, will become 40 into 28. So it will be 1120. Clear? So the difference between total score of 42 innings and 40 innings, 1260 minus 1120. So it will become 140. 140 is what? Sum of maximum and minimum score is 140. Equation 1 we can let it. Difference of the maximum score and minimum score is 100. It is also given in the question. So we can let it. Equation 2. So when we solving this, we get the maximum score is 120 and minimum score is 20. So A is the correct answer. Next one. 5 years ago, the average age of a husband and wife was 23 years. Today, the average age of husband and wife and child is 20 years. How old is child? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, we are going to use formula 6.1. Now the question says that average age of husband and wife was 23. Clear? So what will be the age of and 5 years ago? So we can say that sum of husband and wife ages in present will be 23 into 2 plus 5 into 2, because 5 year will be age increased by each person. Husband age is increased by 5 year, wife age is increased by 5 years. So total 10 year age is increased. So total become in present is 56 year. Now question says that in present the sum of their ages with child is 20 year. Clear? So what will be the total age of husband, wife and child? It will become 20 into 3, which is 60 year. So what will be the age of child? 60 minus 56. It becomes 4 year. So B is the correct answer. Next one. The average age of a husband and wife who were married 7 years ago was 25 year. Okay. At the time of their marriage, now the average age of the family, including husband, wife and a child born during the interval, is 22. What is the present age of the child? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, we are going to use formula 6.1. Present age of husband and wife, what will be? So we know that the average age of husband and wife 7 years ago was 25. So total age become 20 into 2, 25 into 2, which is 50. And we add up 7 year multiplying by 2. Because in present, 7 year, both the ages will increase. So it will be become 64. Clear? So the present age of husband and wife is 64. Now we know that the present age of husband, wife and child, which is average is given, is 22. So the total age will become 22 into 3, which is 66. So what will be the age of child? 66 minus 64, which is 2 year. So child age is 2 year. B is the correct answer. Next one. The average age of mother, father and son was 42 years at the time of the marriage of son. After 1 year, the infant was born and the family, after 6 years of marriage, The average age of the family is 36. What was the age of bride at the time of marriage? Now you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that average age of mother, father and son was 42. Clear? At the time of the marriage of the son. Clear? So we can say that sum of the present age of mother, father and son will be, because it is given in the question, after the marriage, after 6 years of the marriage, the average age become 36. Clear? So sum of the present age of mother, father and son will come 42 into 3 plus 6 into 3, we can say that. So it will be total become 144. Now sum of the present age of family, which is now total member become 5 and average become 36. So we can multiply it, we get 180. Clear? So what is the age of bride? So it will be 180 minus 144 minus 5, which is equals to 31 year. Clear? Next question is, there were 35 students in a hostel. If the number of students increased by 7, the expenses of the mess increased by rupees 42 per day, while the average expenditure per head decreased by 1 rupees. Find the original expenditure of the mess. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that now we are going to using formula 6.1. First we let the average expenditure of a man, which is X rupees. Clear? Now according to question says that 35 is student, each student spend X rupees, so total investment, so total expenses will become 35 into X. And when 7 student increases, so 42 rupees extra expense in happen. Now this is equals to average is decreased by 1. So total number of student is 35 plus 7. So it will become 42. And now average become X minus 1, because we let the average expenditure of each man, which is X. So we can compare it. Now when we compare it, we get the value of X, which is 12 rupees. So what will be the original expenditure? Because X is our average, number of student is 35 in original. So when we multiply it, we get 420 rupees. So A is the correct answer. Next one. Assis has earned an average of $4,200 for the first 11 months of the year. If he justifies his staying on in the US on the basis of his ability to earn at least $5,000 per month for the entire year, how much should he earn in dollar in the last month to achieve his required average for the whole year? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that Assis earned an average of $4,200 for per month for first 11 months. So Assis total earn in 11 months will become 4,200 multiplied by 11, which becomes 46,1200. But in the question says that the condition is to live in US is $5,000 per month. So total earning by needed, which is 12 multiplying by 5,000, which is 60,000. So last month earning should be 60,000 minus 46,200, which becomes 13,800. Clear? Or we can use the shortcut of the last month. 5,000 is his basic need plus 5,000 minus earning, which is 4,200 multiplying by 11. So we get 13,800. Clear? Next one. The sum of three number is 98. If the ratio between the first and second is 2:3 and that between the second and third is 5:8, then what is the second number? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to use formula 6.1. We let these three numbers x, y and z. So the ratio said that x ratio y is 2 ratio 3, y ratio z is 5 ratio 8. So we need to compare y, make them equal. So in first ratio we multiplying by 5, in second ratio we make the multiplying by 3, because we need to make y equal in both the ratio. So ratio become x ratio y ratio z is 10 ratio 15 ratio 24. Clear? So the question is, second number is, question asks this, what is the second number? Clear? So when we add the ratio, it will become 49. And the second number is 15. So 15 upon 49 multiplying by 98, which is 30. So A is the correct answer. Next one. The average salary per head of all the worker in a company is rupees 95. The average salary of 15 officer is rupees 525. And the average salary per head of the rest is 85 rupees. Find the total number of worker in the workshop. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that we are going to use the formula 6.1. Let the total number of worker in the factory is, workshop is x, or factory is x. So according to question, the average salary per head of all the worker in company is 85. So we let the total number of worker is head. So total expenditure will become x into 95. Clear? But in second condition, it is said that 15, the average salary of 15 officer is 525. So what will be the total expenditure? It will be 15 multiplying by 525. And the average salary per head of the rest is, so what will be the rest number of people? X minus 15 multiplying by 85. So both the number will be comparable. So we can compare it. Now when we compare it, we get the value of x, and we let the value of x, which is total number of worker. So total number of worker will become 660. A is the correct answer. Next one. A batsman make a score of 270 run in 87th inning and thus increase his average by a certain number of runs, that is a whole number. Find the possible value of new average. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.1. Let his average be A. Okay. So increased average will become, we can let it also increase run is x, so the average become A plus x. Clear? According to question, his score before 87th inning is 86 into A, because we let the average score of 86th innings is A. So total score will become 86A. In 87th inning, he scored 270. So this will be our total score. Now the question says it, the average of a certain number of run, that is a whole number. Find the possible value of new average. So our new average is A plus x. So 87 multiplying by A plus x. Clear? Total innings are 87 and our new average is A plus x. So when we calculate it, we get an equation where x equals to 270 minus A upon 87. So how we can calculate it? We just use the some hit and trial method, because we put some values of A and we need to find what will be the value of x, which is a whole number. Clear? So if we put the value of A is 9, we get the value of x is 3. If we put the value of A is 96, we get the value of x is 2. Same way, when we put the value of 183, we get the value of x is 1. When we put the value of A equals to 270, we get the value of x equals to 0, because 0 is also a whole number. Clear? So our new value will become 12, 98, 184 and 270. Clear? Next one. 19% went to a hotel for a combined dinner party. 13 of them spent rupees 79 each on their dinner, and the rest spent 4 rupees more rupees more than the average expenditure of all 19. What was the total money spent by them? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.1. Question says that 19% went a hotel and combined dinner party. Okay. 13 of them spent 79 rupees. So first we let the average expenditure of in the party is X rupees. Clear? So how many people were there? 19 people. So 13 people of them spent rupees 79. So what will be the total amount? 13 into 79. So how many rest become? So 6 member spent more than the average of 19. So we let the average which is X rupees. So 6 member spent X plus 4 rupees, which is equals to 19 into X. So when we calculate it, we get the value of X, which is 80.84 rupees. Now question says it, what is the total expenditure of the party? So there are total 19 member and each member spent 80.84 rupees. So it will become 1536.07 rupees. Clear? Next one. The average age of a group of person going to a picnic is 16.75 year. 20 new person with an average age of 13.25 year join the group on the spot, due to which the average of the group becomes 15 year. Find the number of persons initially going for the picnic. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.1. First, we let the number of person initially going for the picnic is X. Clear? Now, we make the equation according to question. Clear? Now, question says that the average age of a group of person is going for a picnic is 16.75. So, we let the total number of person which are going to picnic. So, it will become sum of their ages is 16.75 into X. Now, when 20 new person with an average age of 13.25 join the group. So what will be the total age become? 20 persons. 20 into 13.25. Clear? Now, question says that when they add up, the average become of the group is 15 year. Clear? So 15 multiplying by X plus 20, we can say that. Now we can compare it. When we compare it, we get the value of X, which is 20. Next one is the average salary of worker is in AMS career is rupees 2000. The average salary of faculty being rupees 5000 and the management trainee being 1250. The total number of worker could be. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, question says that we use the formula 6.1. Let the total number of faculty is X and the management trainee is Y. So according to question, 4000 multiplying by X, because each faculty get 4000 rupees. So total amount will become 4000 into X, and each management trainee get 1250. So 1250 multiplying by Y, and the average salary of both of them is 2000. So we can write it X plus Y multiplying by 2000. So we get X ratio Y is 3 ratio 8. Clear? Now, so the possible value could be, what it could be possible value? So it will be 110, because 3 plus 8 become 11 and the total number of worker could be 11. So it's the multiple of the 11, which is 110. Clear? Next one. 10 year ago, the average age of all 25 teachers are of the girls college was 45-year-old. 4 years ago, the principal has retired from her post at the age of 60 years. So after 1 year, a new principal whose age was 54 years recruited from outside. The present average age of all the teachers is, if principal is also considered as a teacher. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, question says that 10 years ago, the average age of 25 student will become 45. It is given. Clear? Now, 4 years ago, just before the retirement of the principal, the average age of 25 teachers is 45 plus 6 will become 61, 51. And the same time, total age of 25 teachers is 51 multiplying by 25, which becomes 1275. Now, the total age of the remaining 24 teacher when just principal has retired. So, we subtract the age of the principal. So 1275 minus 60, which becomes 1215 year. Okay, solution to be continued. Now, 1 year later, that is 3 years ago from present, total age of 25 teacher just before the recruitment of new principal is 1215 plus 1 teacher, which is 24 multiplying by 24, so become 1239 year. And the total age of 24 teacher including new principal just after the recruitment, which becomes 1239 plus 54, so it will total become 1293. Thus the present age of all 25 teacher will be 1293 plus 3 into 25, which becomes 1368. So what will be the average? Average, it means sum total of the ages of the teacher divided by total number of teacher. So it will become 54 year, 18 and 18 upon 25 years. Clear? Next one. The average weight of all the 11 players of Indian cricket team is 50 kg. If the average of first 6 lightest weight of player is 49 kg and that of the 6 heaviest player is 52 kg. The average weight of the player which lies in the 6th position in the list of player when all the 11 players are arranged in the order of increasing or decreasing weight. So you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.1. So sum of 6 lightest weight player, it will become 49 into 6, which is 294. Next one, sum of 6 heaviest player, it is given 52 multiplying by 6, which becomes 312. So what will be the weight of 6th position? It will be 312 plus 294 minus total average become 11 into 50 kg, which becomes 550. So when we subtract it, we get the 6 positions person's weight. Clear? Which is 56 kg. So A is the correct answer. Next one. The average age of Sachin Ganguly G is 35. If CAF replaces Sachin, the average age becomes 32 year. And if CAF replaces Ganguly, then the average becomes 38 year. If the average age of Dhoni and Irfan be half of the average of Sachin and Ganguly and CAF, then the average age of all the 5 people. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that total age of Sachin and Ganguly will become, average is 35, so total age become 35 into 2, which is 70 years. Same way CAF and Ganguly, it becomes 32 into 2, which is 64. Clear? It is given that. And Sachin and CAF is 38 into 2, so it will become 76 year. Clear? So Sachin, Ganguly and CAF age is total 70 plus 64 plus 76 divided by 2. So it will become 105 year. Now the average of SGK, Sachin, Ganguly and CAF is average, it means divided by 3, so it will become 35 year. Solution to be continued. Now Dhoni and Irfan dividing 35 by 2, we can say that. So sum of their ages of Dhoni and Irfan, it becomes 35 year. So the average of Sachin, Ganguly, CAF, Dhoni and Irfan will be, total age of these three is 105. Total age of Dhoni and Irfan is 35 dividing by 5, which becomes 28 years. Clear? Next one. The average age of, of a family of 6 members 4 years ago was 25. Clear? Mean while a child was born in this family and still the average of the whole family is same today. The present age of the child. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 6.1. So the total present age of family of 6 members will become 25 into 6 plus 4 into 6 because this is the average of 4 years before. So total age become 174 year, 6 members. Now the total present age of the family including child which become 25 into 7. It is given in the question. So when we multiplying it we get 175. So what will be the age of child? It means 175 minus 174 which is 1 year. Next one. Amitabh's average expenditure for the January to June is rupees 4,200 and he spent 1,200 rupees in January and rupees 1,500 in July. The average expenditure for the month of February to July, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going using formula 6.1. Total expenditure of Jan to June is equals to 4,200. Multiplying by 6, it becomes 25,200. Same way, total expenditure from February to July, which is 25,200 minus 1,200 plus 1,500, we can say that because he spent 1,200 in January and 1,500 in July. So what will be the February to July? It will become 25,500. So what will be the average? 25,500 divided by 6, which is 4,250. A is the correct answer. Next one. The average price of 80 computer in an electronic shop is rupees 30,000. If the highest and lowest price computer are sold out, then the average price of the remaining 78 computer is rupees 29,500. The cost of the highest price computer is 80,000 rupees. Find the lowest price of the computer. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that we are going to using formula 6.1. The price of costliest and cheapest computer we can find out by the 80 computers multiplying by 30,000. There is a total expenditure to buying the 80 computer, which is the average is 30,000. So we can subtract it 78 computer price, which was average is 29,500. So we get 99,000. So the price of the costliest and cheapest computer is total combined 99,000. Now the price of the cheapest computer should be, because the costliest computer is 80,000 rupees. So what will be the cheapest computer price? 99,000 minus 80,000. So we get the 19,000, which is the lowest price of the computer. Clear? Next one. 11 years earlier, the average age of a family of 4 members was 28 years. Now the age of the same family with 6 members is yet the same, even when 2 children were born in same period. If they belongs to the same parents and get the first child at the time of the birth of younger child was the same as they were total family member just after the birth of youngest member of this family, then the present age of the youngest member of this family. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that we are going to using formula 6.1. We make a chart, number of family member, average and total. So 11 year earlier, present, and then we make next chart. So 11 year earlier, the total number of family member was 4, average was 28. So total become 112. In present, there are 4 family member. Average is 39 and the total will become 6. In the same way, when we calculate, since it is obvious that the youngest member was, that is child, was 6th family member in the family. Therefore, at the time of the birth, the youngest child, the elder child age was 6 years. Clear? So, now sum of their ages. So, let the youngest member is x year. So, we can say that x plus 6, which is equals to 168 minus 156. Clear? So, we get the value of x, which is 3 year. So, when we calculate it, then the present age of the youngest member of the family is 3 year. Okay, next one. Now summarizing our today's lecture. Average weight. This refers to the mean weight of the group of individuals. It calculated by adding all the individual weights together and dividing by the number of individuals. Clear? Second is average score. This presents the mean score of a group, such as in a test or competition. It's determined by summing all the individual scores and dividing by the total number of scores. What is average? This term refers to the number of years lived by individual in a group. The average age would be the mean age calculated by adding all the ages together and dividing by the number of individual. Next, average expenditure. This is the mean amount spent by the individual or household within a certain period. This is found by summing all expenditure and dividing the number of individual or household. Same way, average age. This is the same as above. Age as above. It denotes the mean age of a group of people calculated by dividing the total number of ages by the number of people in the group. Average salary. It indicates the mean salary earned by the individuals within a group or organization. It's calculated by summing all salary and dividing by the total number of individuals. Okay. Now, thank you.